Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 3 here of Weekend Jammers. My name is Eugene Decora, DJ Eug, and joining me today as our producer, Mr. DJ Guaranteed.
Hey, what's up? Good to be here. I think we're going to get into some good music for those that love some powwow music, and I think that you have a good lineup. Also, we wanted to discuss something that's kind of I think when we have an opportunity, we get to kind of review, critique, also get to kind of do some input on maybe some of the songs that were taking place this weekend, get some contest results, send some shout outs, and we always try to make sure that what they call like a hook. So if you stay with us throughout this discussion and enjoy the music, we're also going to have something that we're going to discuss here, and topic of the day, I should say.
Yeah,
right?
even just throwing in your input off of Facebook Live here, getting in your input, your comments. You know, we might pick our favorite comment, and that's going to give us our prizes. I think we got keychains, we got other door prizes and whatnot that we can give out. But if we like your comment, we'll get it to you.
You had like the question of the powwow circuit
last week, yeah.
Yeah, what was the question?
Last week, I believe, was who was the lead singer of the Crazy Dot Singers, or one of them, I should say.
Was it Walter Lakehouse?
It was Walter Lakehouse.
Oh,
yeah,
dang. All right.
Only one that answered that one was my pops.
Well, okay.
He messaged me and said, it wouldn't have been fair.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you're around our area and kind of know those older drum groups like that, yeah, that was the right answer right there.
Definitely.
And then week 1, I played a John D and the Boys song that's on YouTube, and I asked what was the name of the song.
Oh,
it was the very first song we played on Weekend Jammers. Do you know what it was?
Oh man, I'm trying to think back on that one. Was it the Snow song?
No.
Okay.
No. It was the Omaha Horse Stealer song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was that one, but that was sang by John D and the Boys, Matt Cleveland and the guys, and nobody got that one.
Man, if you can imagine like having a song made for you, you know what I mean?
I know, right?
That is a high honor. And then Little Priest, of course, had many songs made for him. But nowadays, you know what I mean? Like if we're talking about the Omaha Horse Stealing song, they have one too.
Correct.
So do the Lakotas and the Sioux and everything. But
the Cheyenne Arapaho, I believe is what it is, up there in Montana area. They actually have songs about Little Priest up there.
About him,
and that was their enemy. And they made songs about him. Yeah. You know, so you talk about the last great war chief, Little Priest, man, that guy was something else, you know.
So do you think they should, because back then, horse stealing and stuff, you know what I mean?
Common thing then.
Yeah, be equivalent to like stealing a car. I mean, like, shoot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
I mean, you think about it all the way back then. I mean, that horse, you know, because it's a creature, it's a being, you know, and I think a lot of riders thought that was like a brother or, you know what I mean, something more than just like a creature that they rode, you know, it meant something more. So, you know, to go over and steal your horse, you know what I mean? That must have been a lot of, you know, back then. That's the way it was. Because, I mean, they gave away horses for everything back then. It really was a high honor, like you're talking about. That's the way it went.
Definitely. I think this is a good discussion here, Eugene. I think we're going to have kind of similar things about that. You know what I mean? One of the things I kind of wanted to throw out there is like, what are your pet peeves about powwow? Being a singer, you know what I mean? I think that would be kind of cool discussion to kind of get into. Maybe we can have that discussion on another episode. What are maybe some of your pet peeves as being an MC? You know what I mean? What are some of my pet peeves that I see up there and stuff, you know, because sometimes...
Oh, no. I mean, if we really wanted to get into all that, I mean, we got a great lineup of guys that we could get up here. Yeah. You know, and just ask to come on, give their little stories behind it and all that. But yeah. I definitely for future shows for sure, man. I think that's the way to go right there.
Yeah. So do we have some contest results coming up?
Yeah,
I know that Kenny Merrick had his memorial.
Yep, his memorial fourth special. One? Yep, $20,000 for first place. I mean, that was a huge one. There's a lot of great drum groups up there. We've got some content from that. I
don't know who won it, so don't ruin it for me.
Yeah. I won't ruin it for nobody. We'll get there. Believe me, we'll get there.
All right.
But then also, myself got to go and attend the Nishla powwow up in Wisconsin Dells this weekend, right next door to Baraboo there, and got asked to come sing with Halushka and whatnot, and we ended up putting together a pretty solid crew, and I'll give you some results from that too.
Okay.
So yeah, all right. Well, hey, let's go head on over to Nishla here, and we're just going to go in drum order in the rotation that they had up there, and starting us off here, there were 4 drums. There was a 5th drum, but I didn't get to record them, but we're going to go with the 4 drums that I have recorded, and we're going to head over here to... And these guys have been hot all summer, and you can probably back me up on this, but we're going to head on over to Meskwaki Nation.
Time to Meskwaki Nation, if you would, 6 times through.
No, sorry about that. Thank you to Meskwaki Nation. So yeah, they were the first in the drum rotation up there at Nishla. Like I said, they've been pretty hot all weekend. Didn't have their lead singer this weekend. Found out he went and got married this weekend.
Dang,
so congrats to Willis Davenport.
Yeah.
And got married. So
nice. That is awesome. I think that his lady sings with him too, right? Is that right?
Yep, correct. Yeah, she's one of the backup singers.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. But a little bit about the contest when we were getting into it was, and you might have noticed this, or people who don't notice it, or I've heard of it, but like most drum contests you go to, I mean, you're even being judged on your cleanliness, keeping your drum area clean. And as singers growing up around that big drum, that's kind of just a common thing among because the older leader singers, they are always like that. Clean up your trash, pick things up, don't leave a mess. Leave it the way you found it kind of attitude, And if you're sitting there snacking all day, whatever, clean your trash, throw your trash away. Don't just throw it on the ground,
Yeah.
But so this guy, and I can't remember his name top of my head right now, but he came in and said, hey, you guys know what? We're not going to take points for drum roll call. Just have somebody here hitting your drum. We're not going to judge you on, how clean your area is and things like that. Because he said, I just want to judge you guys straight on your singing. And if you guys picked up on that last Meskwaki Nation song, that was 6 push-ups.
Yeah.
Most contest songs are only going to be 4 push-ups, even for intertribals or even contest songs. But when we were judged on the intertribal songs, that was 6 push-ups he was asking for.
Nice.
So,
and it used to be that way back in the days.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of times in the early, when I used to powwow a lot, you know what I mean, kind of do that circuit and stuff, we were just kind of talking about that as far as the dynamics of getting a budget together and making sure your family. And so a lot of times you travel with, extended family, your uncles, your aunts and all that stuff. They kind of come together and then you kind of caravan up there, make sure everybody's good to go, all this and that. But when we used to go around as Ho Chunk, we would go a lot of times to Nishla, Black River, and they would go 6 push-ups. And now at some of these bigger contests, there's so many drums.
Yeah.
They have to pair them down, and you get four leads or 4 verses, or they call them push-ups, you know what I mean? But it's pretty cool to kind of go back to the old ways. And a lot of times when you're dancing too, and if it's a jamming song, you know what I mean, and the dancer wants to keep that song going, and at times, they pull out the whistle. And, of course, up north, and there's other tribes that, when you try to do the whistle, they extend the push-ups, you know what I mean, 4 more and everything. And I remember, like, Shakopee long time ago, Eagle Feather, I think, I don't know, almost set the record to me.
What was it? How many times?
Man, it was 7.
Oh.
7 whistles on that Eagle Feather song.
Wicked.
Yeah, it was wow. It was pretty cool. And I remember the song, too, and then the whole thing was just like, all you could see was top feathers, and it was like vibrant. It was really cool.
Very cool. Yeah, like I said, I mean, even just being told, hey, at 6 push-ups, it changes the dynamic of what you're going to sing and how you're going to sing it. And, it wasn't anything that it's just like you can't do it or nothing. But, I mean, it does. It kind of changes the dynamic of it all. So, I mean, today is a special show. I mean, we got some 6 push-up songs. All right. Next in the rotation up there at Nishla, we're going to go over here to the Hay Creek Singers. Do you know anything about the Hay Creek Singers?
I do not. Where are they from, man?
I honestly don't know. That's why I'm asking you. No, but
are they northern, southern,
northern group? Okay. They're not from Winnebago. They do have a Facebook page if you guys want to check that out.
Hay Creek.
Hay Creek Singers is what they are on Facebook. We might look them up here in a second and figure out where they're from. But a lot of young kids. I want to say they're probably all 18 and down.
Okay.
And then they've been singing together since they were smaller.
That, what's his name? Cleveland's, Hoggies.
Oh, Ho Chunk Station.
Yeah.
Remember they could play on Weekend Jammers. Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're getting host drum gigs. They're getting invited. Winning championships and everything. Yeah. But they started out when they were
very young.
Yep.
And so like with these guys, when you listen to Hay Creek Singers, you'll notice they're all a younger group of boys. They got good songs. I like their music, but. Here we go. We're going to move right on in here to the Hay Creek Singers at Nishla 2023.
Hay Creek, you are on the air.
All right. Thank you to the Hay Creek Singers. What'd you think of those guys, man?
Yeah, pretty solid.
Right?
Pretty
That's
solid.
what I said.
Like you said, they're young guys, you know what I mean? And they got the beat down. They got the timing down, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And shoot, their song right there, I mean, that was a competition intertribal judge song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Might have been, to me, it's a safe song, I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes those songs, they have a lot of words, and that's when, you know, if all your drum group knows all the words and everything like that, you get extra points in my book.
You create the sound, right?
Right.
Exactly. That's what we're kind of having this little discussion, but we want to get through all the drum groups in rotation that they were up at Nishla, and then we'll have maybe a little bit of a discussion. So stick with us here. We're going to have a discussion about the Nishla contest, and then we'll get moving on into the Kenny Merritt contest.
Okay.
And then we'll have a little conversation about that question we were asking. So stay with us because we're bringing that up next. But next up in the rotation is Hey Lushka up here at Nishla.
Where are they from?
Here.
So there was Halushka up there at Nishla. What'd you think of that one there, Garen?
Yeah, it was a good jammer. Good, nice, smooth, intertribal song. 6 push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Man, that's kind of when you get into the fourth one and stuff, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you kind of forget who's supposed to take up the lead and stuff, but it sounded good, man.
Yeah, like I said, props to Les. You know, he maintained all weekend for us. I think he just kind of had that feeling he was just going to take all the contest leads, and, you know, more power to him, man. He's a good singer. You know what I mean? He's got that sound, and he got it done for him, you know. Like,
I want to say, like, in when he was in high school, I know he was a couple grades up, probably about 3 grades ahead of me and stuff like that. But I think he was like National Honor Choir or something like that. You know what I mean? And won Lewis and Clark and all this and that. Yeah, I wonder.
He had some pipes even back then.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if he ever tried to kind of go into the realm of like singing like Temptations or you know what I mean, like some of those Ed Sheeran songs or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe get him up here and try him out.
Yeah, for real. Huh?
Then maybe that's something we can do when we bring the lead singers up. We can ask them to throw a little Motown into it, or you know what I mean, to give them something to sing and see if they can do that part of it.
You ever hear like Michael Roberts sing that Four Top song? He sang it at Four Bears or something like that, you know, because they had, what do they call those, drum roll calls and stuff? But it's like singer's choice, and then you can sing.
It's the drum judge's choice on how you do the drum roll call. Yeah, you know, and then sometimes the guys come out with so craziest songs, and yeah, it's good stuff, man. All right, well, the last drum group that I have recorded from Nishla up here is going to be Iron Boy. So like I said, once we get done with this song, we'll get into results from Nishla, and then we'll get on to the Kenny Merrick Jr. powwow from this weekend. But here you go, Iron Boy, take it away.
Are you on the air?
right, there it was. The last four. I don't have that fifth drum, but it was just a little local drum of like a dad or something with their little kids. But that was the fifth drum. But what'd you think of Iron Boy right there?
Yeah, pretty smooth and stuff like
right.
that. And then we did some research here. It looks like they have a new album out called Summer 23, recorded live. I wonder where it's recorded live at and stuff.
Correct.
But
yeah.
That's your 2023 Niche of the Champions, huh?
Yes, sir. Iron Boy took off with it. Funny story about the contest, though. They only beat second place by 1 point.
Oh, okay.
So they won it, but they won by 1 point.
So take us down. Who got fourth?
Fourth place singers, fourth place up there at Nishla this year, Hay Creek.
Okay. Yeah, the boys.
The boys, yeah.
Yep,
Hay
yep.
Creek is in fourth place. Third place, Meskwaki Nation.
Oh, okay.
Right? They've been winning all summer. Kind of surprised everybody.
Yeah, it looks like they had a big crew, too. Did they
were rolling with 10.
Okay.
Had a 10-man crew.
Yep.
Still solid. Yep, still solid. But then second place, Hey Lushka.
Oh, nice.
Showed up, contested, and did their thing. Had a couple Motown boys, but the sound was there. And,
yeah.
The judges liked them, and that was that,
Cool.
Yeah. So
and you ran with them this weekend, right?
Yeah, I got to run with Hey Lushka this weekend. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
7 strong. 7-man band?
Yeah, 7-man band. Got it done, man.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Iron Boy got, how many did they have? About
I think it was 10.
10 of them?
Yeah, I think it was 10.
Cool. Well, congratulations to all the winners, man. That sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it was a solid contest. It was good powwow. I think we got judged 7 different songs. Like I said, I think it was 3 contests, 3 intertribal, and then that last one was another contest song.
Nice.
So real solid drum contest. Was ran really well. I think everybody was understood the results, however they went. But,
yeah.
But we were kind of just like, how do you lose by 1 point? We were teasing Bob Morris on the way home, like, man, I need one more war hoop out of you. Probably would have got first.
Yeah, it could be just something like that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, that's how the judging went for that. But yeah, like I said, it was a great powwow, good vibes, good time up there. Always enjoyed going up to Wisconsin and singing and getting a chance to sing. Winnebago. If you guys don't know that, there's like a Ho Chunk style of Winnebago singing, and then there's a Winnebago style of singing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're same language and everything like that, but they're both very different styles. In my opinion, I guess.
Right.
I don't know if you see it like that or not.
Yeah, I think as far as like you talking about the Wisconsin, like Lake Dalton, Wisconsin Dells,
Bearheart, they were the host drum this weekend.
Thundercloud singers. Let's see here. There's a couple other ones too. What's the new one that's man? What are they called? Thunder or something like that? Thunder Bear or something?
Maybe. Yeah.
Anyways, those boys and stuff, the Green Deers, kind of almost family oriented.
Correct,
the Green Deers have one, Thunderclouds have one, Funmakers, they have one and stuff. And so down here, you're saying that we have a different style. Is that what you're saying?
In my opinion, I think so.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, you got to hear Hey Lushka sing, and that the song they sing was a straight song. They weren't saying any Winnebago words, but then obviously, we sing with New Breed as well. Mm-hmm. So New Breed's got its own kind of newer style coming up and whatnot. A lot of younger guys. I guess I don't know how to categorize it, but in my ear, that's just the way it sounds.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing taking away from either side of it, but to me, it's just a different sound on either one of them.
Like my dad used to have these tapes and stuff, and his relatives are on there from back in the when they started to do reels to reels.
Yeah.
And they would do like 2 honor beats instead of 3.
Correct.
In the middle part, you know what I mean? And then sometimes they wouldn't even do honor beats; they would just go straight through.
Straight through, yeah. And New Breed did that the first year that we got to be host drum. We took a lot of inspiration from John D. And listen to John D. and the boys, and that's the way he used to sing things, was the 2 honor beats in the middle. So if you go back to, I want to say almost 3-4 years ago, down pre-COVID, I mean, when you go back and listen to New Breed singing host drum at Winnebago Powwow, you'll catch that. There's only 2 honor beats in the middle. But that's how they do Woodland now. If you listen to Woodland music, when they sing for Woodland, there's those 2 honor beats instead of the 3.
Oh, okay.
So next time you check out some Woodland videos, listen for that. There's always 2 honor beats in the middle there.
I really enjoyed myself Wisconsin powwows. I had an opportunity to go up there and by Menominee. It wasn't Kashina, but it was in that area. We did a show at what they called North Star Mohican. It was a casino. And they had a powwow. They actually had 2 powwows going on in one day, something Sky Mountain, and then there was another one. And we went over there, and just like Kashina, if you ever been there and stuff, but it's in a bowl. They call it the Woodland Bowl and everything.
Tony made it up there this year.
To Kashina?
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome. You kind of have to dodge. There's some trees in the arena and stuff. It's a little bit different. But the powwow grounds that we went to And the reason I went, I had to get that wild rice soup, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dang, man. You know how we hype up like Indian burgers and Indian dogs, and they have wild rice soup, man. And I think I should give that suggestion to somebody here for the Winnebago powwow and stuff. You know, freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Man. They had a long line too. You know,
Always.
$12 for a bowl and. It was a line.
Those are Denver March prices for Indian taco right there. It's like $15 now.
It was
to get.
delicious though.
And that's what's crazy about like, you know, food when you go places like that, like the monopoly that Denver March has on an Indian taco.
Oh yeah.
Only one stand gets to sell it.
Yeah.
And they can put the price whatever they want. And like, you know, it's just that's how it goes. So okay, hey, let's move on here. We're gonna get into the Kenny Merrick Jr. special. And I don't know if you can pull that graphic up and show the prize money from this past weekend.
I'll get it up. Go keep talking.
But yeah, he's got they did a memorial contest for him this past weekend, and I've got the list. We got the winners. We're gonna get through it, but we might as well talk about the list. Then we'll play some music because that's kind of how I want to do it there. So you guys are looking at the graphic now.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Now, my kind of experience with Kenny Merrick is that I know that he has passed on. Lead singer from Mystic River, and if you remember, not Shakopee, excuse me. It was called Skimitzen out in Connecticut.
One of the biggest powwows out there in the world.
It was almost kind of like, Bismarck in the 70s and 80s and stuff was kind of known as the world champions. Ponca powwow, you know what I mean? They had the world champions for the fancy dancers and everything. And then it's almost like the powwow circuit is like, who's gonna host and stuff. Yeah. And then Foxwoods and Skimitzen stepped up, and that was your championship. And anyways, they were out there in Connecticut, and Kenny Merrick, he had passed on about 4 years ago, you know what I mean? But man, what you talk about, just a singer that didn't have to try, didn't have to scream, just smooth, man.
Just solid sound all the way, on all levels. It didn't matter if it's first lead, fourth lead. Like you said, even on a whistle song, the eighth lead didn't matter. It was smooth.
Right. And then I think he composed a lot of those songs himself, and him and his brother and his family and everything. And those songs that he composed and the Mystic River singers that they did are just kind of like he said, the beats almost like they didn't have a lot of honor beats. It's just straight, smooth,
straight song. Yeah.
Anyways, the graphic is up here. Go ahead, Eugene.
I mean, there you go, folks. You can look at it this past weekend. I mean, you're going to talk about first place, $20,000, and you get a set of chairs, and you get the new drumsticks, and you get a new drum. I mean, to walk in and try to go win this contest, I mean, just getting the guys together and saying, hey, let's go, that's difficult in itself. But then to want to go compete for $20,000?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big number. I mean, it's not unheard of. Right. There are contests out there. But, I mean, that just happened this past weekend, and we got the results.
Nice. All right. So, like I said, I don't know who won it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
I won't spoil it for you.
Are you going to go from, like, 8th place on up?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we're going to go from 8th all the way up to 1st. So, 8th place at the Kenny Merrick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it the last round that I found that's posted. Uh-huh. But we're going to go ahead and look here. And I believe your 8th place singers, I want to make sure we have the song lined up.
So these guys came in and ranked in, took home 4 Gs for the weekend.
Yeah, 4 Gs is nothing.
And it was a 2-day kind of celebration, right?
Correct.
Kind of a memorial at the Andrew Shaw Arena, Spirit Lake, North Dakota. Have you ever been there, Eugene?
I don't think I have, no.
Yeah, it's probably a good drive there. Of course, Bismarck and stuff is a good 12 hours from Winnebago. And I noticed, too, when I had to go up north, the signal for KWTN 100.9 FM gets all the way up there to Beersford, which is like about 12 miles away from Sioux Falls. So right on that interstate, man, we have a good. I was like surprised that day. I was like, holy crap, man, we're over about. I passed Vermilion. And I was like, from the transmitter from Allen, Nebraska to Vermilion, it's about a good 60 miles. And I kept going. And I was like, holy crap, man, we're about 90 miles away, and we're still getting the signal.
We passed up Worthington and finally kind of hit the radio and turned it on, and we were catching it.
Yeah.
Right south of Worthington. So,
and that's a 2-hour, almost like an hour and a half trip. You know what I mean?
All right, so 8th place, we're going to get on into it. I don't know the quality of the video, but we're going to try her out here. Here we go. Eagle Tail Singers.
Eagle Tail.
Thank you, Little Otter. Or Eagle Tail, sorry. Got ahead of myself. Gave away 7th place.
Maybe somebody knows where they're from. Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I thought I heard of an Eagle Tail that was kind of like from the Eagle Butte, South Dakota area.
Could be. Yeah.
So if somebody knows, I mean, we're streaming on the Winnebago, or let's see, Winnebago Big Voice Facebook page, as well as the YouTube channel. And we're over at terrestrial 100.9 FM. And then if you guys want to do the online media player, just go to WinnebagoTribe.com, search KWTN, and then you can, as long as you get internet signal, you can be right here in the studio
for
with
sure,
us.
For sure.
Eagle Tail. So 7th place.
7th place. We're going to move on over here to Little Bear.
Little Bear.
And this is going to be the 10th round of the contest. So here you go, folks. Little Otter. Well, there you have it. The 7th place winner up there, the Kenny Merrick Memorial Singing Contest.
I like how you kind of cut it off.
Yeah, I know. I had to get after
It's
it.
all good.
We got a little bit of show left here. We're going to move on over here to your 6th place winner, which is Little Bear.
Wow.
Sounds
So
like
Little Otter got 7th, and then Little Bear got.
Yeah, Little Bear got 6th. So
Okay.
this one says it's the 9th round. Like I said, I was told it was 14 rounds total of singing contests.
Okay.
There's one guy who's posting them. We're going to give him his props.
Yeah.
Thomas Bearstail.
Okay.
So appreciate Thomas Bearstail, man. He's got a lot of my content comes from this guy. So you guys go subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
Like his stuff.
Is he a production company, or?
I just think he's a guy who likes recording the music.
Oh, nice.
Because you go on his, I mean, he's got tons of powwows on here. So like I
Little
said,
Bear.
Little Bear. Here you go.
Do you know anything about Little Bear?
I do not. We're going to find out. That was Little Bear, and then after a quick conversation, we realized they got second place at Winnebago.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Brandon, because he had a birthday, and I sent him a shout out because you recognize the lead singer and everything like that. And they are actually from the Red Lake area, right up there in Minnesota. So northern Minnesota boys.
Yep.
For sure,
for
sure.
Shout
They
out to
sounded good.
those guys. Yeah, solid crew. Like I said, we got a chance to listen to them here in Winnebago even. So, but to get sixth place,
yeah.
You know, I mean, what's that tell us about top 5? We're in the top 5 now.
All right, coming in at number 5. This is kind of cool. We got a countdown coming in.
Yeah,
I like it here. This weekend jammers for sure. Kind of living up to your name, huh?
There we go. Yep. This is, like I said, from the weekend. Number 5, your 5th place winner up there, Young Enemy. Well, that was young Enemy there, and very solid. What'd you call him? Little Mandarin-ish?
Yeah. Kind of like that northern. You know, it's not contemporary style, but it's a nice smooth singing. You know what I mean? I really enjoy that. High Noon was another one.
Like we said, and then we kind of had a little quick discussion about like, you know, with the different styles of singing you hear. Like when you hear a certain type of song, you're like, oh, yo, that comes from those guys.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes back to like kind of the guy Kenny Merrick was, maybe why they even had this. It's like when a composer makes a song, you kind of have that idea of, well, that's his style of song. Right, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, here we go. 4th place now, top 4. We're going to go to over here to Blazing Bear. But I'm going to play their first round song because when I listened to it earlier, I kind of enjoyed that one. So here you go. Blazing Bear, 4th place. So there you have it, folks. Top 4, Mr. Blazing Bear.
You notice like the other singers were Northern.
Correct.
And it's cool that the Merrick family, the judges and everything had appreciation for a Southern drum group that came in there. But I think these guys are from North, right?
Yeah, I think they're up from like the Newtown area, I believe. Like, again, we were talking, I don't know exactly where they hail from.
Yeah.
But, I know that's where
one of Bagel Boy is on there, right?
Yeah, Mr. Marufo. Yeah, Mr. Marufo's on there with them. So shout out to Blazing Bear getting 4th place. All right, folks, we're into the top 3 here.
Coming in at number 3, Kenny Merrick Memorial Special. Man, 20 G's. Basically the countdown to 20 G's, right?
Correct. Yep, correct. All right. And I had it all wrong when we spoke earlier. You don't know who won it, but here we go. The Descendants got 3rd.
Okay.
The Descendants 3rd. And we're going to go ahead and go down to their last one here. We're going to go to round 10 here. Again, shout out to Thomas Bearstail, man. He's got all the content for us. Here we go. The Descendants.
Renee, don't be torturing us. Here we go, Descendants.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Descendants, top 3. Now we're in the top 2 here. Another Northern group getting their way into the top 10 here.
How much was 3rd place?
Ooh, it was something like 15.
You guys remember?
15,000?
Oh, dang, man.
That's to be the quiz of the day, right?
Yeah.
Trying to remember all those. All right, here you go, folks. Top 2, will we find that out? Charging Horse.
Charging Horse.
There you have it, folks. That was Charging Horse.
I tell you what, man. That, as far as judging and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like 14 rounds?
Yeah. That's,
okay. And they just have to be consistent the whole time. Almost perfect. You know what I mean?
Just about. I would
that
think
was
so
a jamming
too.
song.
Yeah, that was solid. I mean, you're rolling with a 14-man crew on that one.
Yeah.
And the sound was there.
Yeah.
The beat was with it.
Well, you notice like when they say the words and stuff like that,
Yeah.
everybody is synchronized.
Correct.
And the beat, we're watching kind of the YouTube here. You folks on can't see it and stuff like that, but it's pretty neat. You know what I mean? So if you have an opportunity, go to Thomas Bear's
Tale, yeah, on YouTube.
And check them on out and stuff. So the champions for this year's 2023 Memorial for Kenny Merrick.
Let's get him teed up.
One of the best singers of all time. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, here you go, folks. Your champion this year, the Fort Peck Sioux.
We're getting close. Golden Age. They're getting ready.
All right, folks, there you have it. There's your singing champions from the Kenny Merrick Memorial Singing Special. I mean, it's pretty solid. Fort Peck Sioux,
Yeah.
you know, like, I mean, they're a pretty solid group, and give them their props. You know, that one Southern drum kind of snuck in there. I wonder how many other Southern drums were there.
Yeah, I wonder if we could get a whole list of.
Yeah, the whole lineup, you know what I mean? But hey, enjoyable time with you guys today, but I think Garen has a conversation discussion. Go ahead and shoot it out there.
No, I just getting, one of my good friends here from Santee, Sidney Tuttle, he messaged and stuff, and he's actually doing some of the things that he would like to come down. They're starting a drum group up there, and, Mazakute, there's Mato Pejuta. I think Mato Pejuta took Rosebud.
Yeah, I think so. They got first up there, yep.
And then there's some other guys up there and then they always treat us good when we go up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we go up there as Ho Chunk singers,
For
or
sure.
Haydushka or
New
whatever.
Breed, I mean, we got first at the Santee powwow.
That's right.
You know, so yeah, I mean, like, beyond just that, but agreed, like, having conversations like with Waylon. And,
Yeah.
Even, Big Red came over and talked with us. Yeah, they always treat us well up there for sure.
So what I'm trying to say is if you can get them maybe zoomed in, or maybe have them come down and, maybe take us through some of their YouTube videos and stuff.
For sure, that'd be
This
good
show
time.
right here has a lot of potential, and I think a lot of people want. We play contemporary music, the R&B, Usher, and all that stuff like that. But let's talk about the powwow circuit, and you know what I mean. Like Kenny Merrick is one of the top singers. You know what I mean.
We didn't even get the chance to even talk about the fancy dance championship specials that they had down there in Ponca.
Yeah,
that was a big Southern Ponca powwow they had over there, and
5Gs.
Silas White Buffalo brought it home, and
5Gs.
and he's been at Winnebago the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't even realize it, you were watching this year's world champion dance at Winnebago.
Definitely. And here's our discussion that will kind of leave you guys what we want to talk about. And if you know somebody that can chime in, let us know here, because we're always learning. Myself, I'm always, I got the opportunity to be MC, but I'm still learning, man.
Correct.
And here's kind of a question I wanted to ask. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that say, hey, man, when we go to a powwow and stuff, it's ceremony. But at the same time, there's people that are like, hey, that's not a ceremony. You know what I mean? Because there's money involved. What do you guys think? You know what I mean? We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, what's the opinion? You know, you're welcome if you're rewatching this.
Yeah.
Or you hear it on the radio, you go back and rewatch it on the YouTube, on Facebook. You know, when you go back and rewatch it, just throw in the comments, have a conversation with us, because we'd love to bring that back into the next show.
Right.
For next week, kind of have some answers behind it and whatnot. I think it's a great conversation or topic. I guess just real quick. Yeah, we could go all day with that one, man.
Yeah, man, for real. I even want to get into it because there's history that I learned about it and stuff that I want to kind of bring up, you know, the adversity that we went through and stuff, you know what I mean? So we always have to remember that. And let's bring it up because history can't repeat itself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my wheels are spinning here. He won 5,000, but like, man, there's bike riders and stuff that go for $1 million.
Yeah.
When are we going to have our first $1 million fancy dance champion? Bull riding, you know, the rodeo, we take elements of the rodeo and stuff.
I mean, you and even like with the singing portion of it, I mean, you look at 20,000, but I mean, you break that down between 10 to 14 singers or whatnot. I mean, you're really looking at, you know, a couple grand a piece or whatnot, but then you have to factor in all the travel, the hotels, and you know, most powwows for us anyway feel like break even.
Yeah.
You know, and really, sure, it's cool to, we won or this and that, but really, you're going for the memories, the experience, but you know, like you said, when would it ever just turn into a straight profession? But then does that take you out of the spiritual side of things, like you're bringing up? You know what I mean? When does it turn away from that? So great. Throw it in the comments, folks. Let's hear it, man. That's a good one. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show to KWTN 100.9.
Real quick,
Big Voice Radio.
Before we get off the air here, Thursday tailgate party down at the big screen. Make sure you come on down. We're gonna play some cornhole. So if you don't know how to play, come on down, man.
Yeah,
have some good time.
Try it out.
We're gonna have a show your school pride. So show Bagel pride because Bagel plays Pine Ridge. And drive safe, everybody that's going to be heading out there. If you can't get out there, come down to the big screen. We'll have it out there. We're waiting for a link from Pine Ridge to send it to us, and then we'll get it on there. But we're going to have some tailgate food. Make sure that's going to be free, guys. Yep. And then Huskers take the field up in Minnesota at 7 p.m.
Will they rule the Big Ten?
Yeah, well, we're going to find out. I think they got a 1 in 3 chance of winning or something like that.
Yeah.
They're Minnesota's favored by 7 or something. Like that. You know, like 75% they're gonna win. You know what I mean? So we'll see. You know what I mean? The first game of the season. I'm excited, man. Just want to throw that PSA out there and stuff. But make sure you guys come on down. Sponsored by Ho Chunk Incorporated, the Winnebago on the News, and the Big Voice Radio.
All righty. Yeah, like I said, we're KWTN 100.9, the Big Voice Radio at Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe, Nebraska. Thank you for coming, DJ Eug, with our producer, co-host, Mr. DJ Guaranteed. Thank you guys for showing out. See you next week.
Go Big Blue.